is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway.
From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. And he returns this to the 22. Quickly to the air is Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
The 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins
with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that.
And the Bengals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched. But
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow
able to find Higgins.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Here we go. From midfield now, Burrow.
Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, it's difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Slant pass to Boyd. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 19 yards away.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And this is the moment the Bears organization dreamt of when they traded up to select Fields in the 2021 draft. One of the league's oldest teams, this franchise has just one Super Bowl championship on its ledger. Led by the electric Fields, they're on the verge of another.
On first down, it's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just a third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Fields on third down.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind?
He's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
One quarter done and 3 more plays. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they look their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
That almost looked too easy, and I think
thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here again comes Joe Burrow in the offense for the Bengals. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I'm not going to make a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10, Fields again.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here. And, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. from the 41. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're
pressure and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Roquan Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Montgomery on the counter. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. A gain there of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Fields on first down.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 64 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And only a couple there as they'll take this up to the 47. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Mix it up the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Now it's Burrow.
Slant pass to Boyd. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down about the 23-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Burrow on first down. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Burrow, that's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase,
his second touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Pettis now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Fields trying to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun to give to Mixon. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And again, that's Hurst. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. First down. Here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Duron Smoot getting in there, recording the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.